Hello YouTube, this is Intuitive Retta. Today we're going to do a reading. I've been doing this guy like maybe once a year or so for the last few years. But we're going to do Allegio Bishop and Carbonation. For those that don't know, Carbonation is like a cult. And a black cult. And you can look at videos about carbonation. King World is good. World News. That's where I kind of keep up with what's going on there. But now, this video is going to be called Carbonation Falling. Because Allegio is on this new app called, I don't know how new it is, but Bigo. Bigo's a hot mess. And he's left. A lot of things have happened in the last year. His baby mama's left him. She's pregnant. Who knows who the new father... We don't know if he's the father or someone else is the father. He's left his main group in Puerto Rico. Now he's in Atlanta acting like a rapper. You know, like the rapper lifestyle. You know. So, he's saying he's still not... You know, he's letting the group do what it wants. So he's left the main group in Puerto Rico and brought his so-called wives with him. So we're going to see, because one of the girls was in the hospital for a while. Some are stating that she has some infectious disease. I don't know. But we're going to see what's going on with Allegio Bishop, Nature Boy, and... I'm going to use Pam's deck to see the energy real fast of what's around him. So we're going to use this deck real quick. This is the External Seeker Oracle. And so we're going to use this. It's brand new. So if you want to see a flip through of this deck, there's a video down below. So okay, let me do this real fast. Sorry if you hear the noise in the background. That's my fish tank. I gotta go and put some more water in it today. Also, if you would like your own personal reading, contact me at intuitiveretta@gmail.com. intuitiveretta@gmail.com, and for your own personal reading. Alright, this card wanted to come out. Okay, so what we're kind of seeing right now is things are changing for Allegio Bishop, Carbonation. Things are changing. And this is like a major change. It's like a major change is going on there. Also, there's a thirst, a craving, a compulsion, obsessed. And so is he thirsting for more money? Because I think now I think he always wanted money, but I think now that he's getting some money, kind of reminds me how who is the other so-called conscious guy, the dark-skinned guy? Oh my God, I can't think of it. When he used to wear the African garb, and now, you know, he's wearing designer clothes. He has his wife. He's living in Los Angeles. I cannot remember. On my old channel, I did do a video. It starts with a P. I can't remember. But it kind of reminds me of him when he started making money, you know, large amounts of money. He just started changing. So let's see what's going on. This was supposed to be a year for Allegio of spiritual growth, but also this is going to be a hard year for him, because if you don't have that spiritual growth, the energies around you, the universe is going to give you a lesson or throw things at you so you can have that spiritual growth. So he, you know, he's in that area. So instead of him seeking that spiritual growth on his own or living that spiritual growth, trying to, you know, become higher, because he swears he's a teacher, the universe, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do to gain that growth, the universe is going to throw things at you to get that growth. It's also about, you know, karma this year, and And what goes around comes around. Also about judgment. People are watching, you know. People are watching, and they're going to stand in judgment of you. Good or bad or indifferent. Next year, he's going to be very sexual yet. Next year, he's going to feel stuck. I do see maybe he might travel or end something. But also, Empress is a year that he's going to be very fertile. So next year is a fertile year for him. So women, beware. So it wouldn't surprise me if somebody got pregnant next year. Alright, what's going on with the Legio? As I said, he's the strength in the star. So he needs to, it's constant his whole life is overcoming and have periods of things being good. So it's constantly, I always say the strength is God saying, okay, we're going to give you everything in this, you know, in this cycle that we can throw at you to see if you can overcome it, you know. And that's exactly what this is. He's the strength in the star. It's all about overcoming, you know, going within, not looking without. Okay, so what's going on with the Legio Bishop with him right now? He's living his best life. You know what I'm saying? That's where he is right now. He's living his best life, drinking, you know, sex, women. You know, right now it's like all his wishes, whatever he's thinking about, his emotions, you know, is coming true. He's feeling his best life. But I know he's been trying to get someone pregnant. I don't think the woman that he's trying to get pregnant right now is going to kind of get pregnant. I feel there's a blockage. I think next year is the year where, you know, more energy, fertile energy. But this year there's like a blockage, a blockage going on. For whatever woman that he's trying to get pregnant, it's blocking. And I'm seeing that like right here where the roses are right here, blocking that area. Okay, let's see what's crossing him. He's trying to, you know, he's trying to get over something. But when you're trying to get over something, you know, are you actually going anywhere? Or are you getting yourself in a worse predicament? So he's trying to get somewhere, but he doesn't have a firm ground or a firm way to get over it. So yeah, you're going that way. You're getting there. But getting there for what? What are you going to do afterwards? Let's see. Underneath all of that, he's thinking with his penis. You know, under all this, his penis is making all his decisions right now. His penis. And his penis is making all the decisions. Also, this is a card of like anger, you know, this is a card of anger, of passion. This is a card of, you know, I would say like a card of your primitive self. So why he's thinking of all this is kind of selfishly. Let's see, in the last year, he had a choice. So in the last year, he had a choice of which way he was going to go, what he was going to do. People were watching. He has a choice. He had a choice. So now I guess this is the choice that he's made. So, let's see what's on his mind. Everything is falling apart. Even though he's on, you know, the internet, everything is falling apart. You know, everything. It's like he's falling without a parachute. Everything is falling apart. Let's see. He's trying to grow like wealth. So he's planting his seeds and he's waiting to trying to grow wealth. He's doing all these things to grow wealth, abundance, things. So also he's trying to stand his ground. He's trying to like move the attacks and everything, trying to fight everybody off, and he's angry about it, and he's trying to fight everything off, but it's like all the fights, all the things is putting him in a corner. So in the future, he's kind of confused. Everything, he's confused. He's not sleeping well. There's a lot of anxiety, and I see this snake. So to me, I'm thinking of, because especially, they're sometimes thinking of, like, I know last time I did a reading on him, he had this biblical thing going on, like Adam and Eve and like the biblical. But now I'm like, I feel like the snake has got him, even though, like, before I was kind of very benefit of the doubt, like he could actually do good. My last reading, I was like, he has the possibility of doing good, but by his choices and this and that. But I see that the snake has fully got him. So what he's hearing, what he's thinking about, it's not necessarily what it should be. It's like the snake, the temptations have fully gotten hold of him, and he's not listening to anybody. It's still about money and things. And I'm due seeing, like I said, next year is fertile. I'm doing seeing maybe next year, someone getting pregnant. So let's see about this carbonation group as a whole. Because what do they think? Because he's living his best life in Atlanta, buying cars and, what is the main group in carbonation that's back in Puerto Rico? What are they thinking about Eligio's actions? What are they thinking about their master, teacher? Wow. This is a rough time. This is the rough time. They're trying to hold on. They see there's an end, but they don't want it to end. Or that relationship between him and them is ending, but they don't want it to end. So they're not willing, they're not trying to do that transition of, okay, Eligio's doing that, let's, it's like they are still kind of looking at Eligio as the teacher. There's no transition for them. There's no ending for them. They're still, I guess, going on as business as usual. There's a lot of disillusions going on and illusions going on in that camp. Also, I think camp, everybody needs to kind of pay attention to the moon cycles in the camp, with people's energies in the camp, especially the women. But there's a lot of, and even maybe some mental things going on, some emotional things going on. And it's an uphill battle. I mean, it's a big burden, and they need directions. And I guess they're used to Eligio pulling them up the hill, whether good, bad, or indifferent, whatever they're going through, they're used to Eligio kind of bringing them up the hill. They don't know how to get up that hill themselves. They're used to being pulled up the hill. So, like, through the problem. So, they're feeling a burden, and they're used to, Eligio grabbing them and getting them through. Let's see about him. Let's see, how is he financially? How is Eligio? Because Bigo, these people are on Bigo making money, doing the most. How is Eligio doing financially? Okay, he's trying to reinvent himself. All the attacks that are coming out at him, he's trying to push away. Financially, he's trying to reinvent himself. Like, He's trying to reinvent himself, maybe even with this Bigo. He's trying to reinvent himself and push forward. So I don't think he's doing the same way. He's trying to sweep the other predeterminations and what people thought about him and this and that. That he's trying to push that away. He's trying to kind of reinvent himself. Whereas the group, I was talking about how Carbonation, the group in Puerto Rico, they're not really doing the change. I think they're maybe in some denial. You know, they're not really doing the change or the transition. He's actually trying to transition and change himself and reinvent himself. That's what he's in the process of doing. Let's see. Is Eligio, is he still the leader of Carbonation? Because he's saying he's not. So let's see. He's trying, I'm telling you, he's like trying to they're still tied to him. And ego-wise, he likes the idea of these people tied to him. But at the same time, he's trying to go another way. He's trying to go another way and cross this. Like I said, he's trying to reinvent himself. But he's still chained to that idea. He likes the idea of people still, you know, going to him, looking at him as a teacher, him still having the control and the ego. Even though he's saying that he wants them to do their thing, he's still the chief, but they're to do the thing. He can never remove himself. Even though he's telling us, his ego can't take him to, he likes the control of the people. And he likes the relationships. And he knows that everything is hand in hand. The relationships, the love, the women, everything. He likes that. Okay. Let me see. What's the relationship between him and Malia? Because that was the girl that was sick. Let's see. We're going to go from her perspective and his perspective. So, in the middle, it's like a very naive thing. You know, it's very naive. Like, maybe on both parts. It's very naive. And like how this fool is, it's naive, it's innocent, but you're unaware of the dangers. You're unaware that the wrong step and the crocodile or the alligator will chew you up. Let's see, where is she at? She's in the period of transition. Whoops, you can't even see it. She's in the period of transition. Look at this. She's in the period of transition. Where's he at? I think he really does love her. He really does love Malia. She's in a period of transition. I don't know what kind of transition, but he's in the, like I said, he's in the period. I think he does, you know, love her and enjoy her company. What does she want from him? She wants passion. She wants it all. I think she likes the aggression. That's what she wants from him. She likes the aggression, the passion, you know, all that. What does he want from her? He wants kids. He wants kids. Like I said, I don't think this year she'll get pregnant. I think if she will, it'll be next year. Whoever the woman that he's having sex with a lot, I'm seeing there's a blockage in her vaginal area right now. Some type of blockage. But he wants kids with her. She's also not sure where they're gonna land next. Like they're going through the motions. Where what's funny is all the cards right here are, if you look, I think he actually has love and stuff. But if you look at the 3 cards that I pulled for her, there's no like emotional cards here. Nothing's about love. It's about passion, aggression, you know, the end of something, maybe even trying to find her way out or over. But also it's ego. I think whatever she does for him, it's very ego and sexual based. So he's always said that he likes having sex with her. I believe that. I believe that he loves her. You know, I think there's a love there. He wants kids with her. But he's in his ego and his... he wants something to chain her to him. So it's not a love. There's an imbalance in the relationship. There's an imbalance in the relationship. There's also a woman that likes to come in. And even though there's another woman who likes to come in and throw jabs. So there's another woman in their relationship or whatever that, you know, speaks. She talks, but she uses her words as weapons. And she's aiming them at Malia, whether she knows it or not. There's an imbalance in the relationship, and look at, you see how there's him, and then look at the three, you know, you would think the three women. It's like, it's the money, the taking care of, it's like he is making the money, they're in the background looking like, oh, Baba G, you know, oh, how wonderful, look at all this we're making, thank you for taking care of us. I think there's a very much imbalance in the relationship. I think what he feels is love. He feels he wants kids, but it's very selfish and ego-driven for him. I think that, you know, he has his loyalty by his side, you know, and he also has one that wants to kind of be free. And he does have his loyal dog. But I think that the relationship is kind of innocent in some type of way, but one wrong move, one wrong step, and it can kind of get very, you know, bad. But I don't really see Malia loving him. She's very confused. She's having mental issues. I see at the end she wants a family with him. She's very confused. You know, she's also, you know, listening to, I always like the snake, you know, how the snake in the Garden of Evil, you know, good and evil, was whispering. That's what it is. It's in her ear. And she's not really seeing things. She's anxiety. Well, she wants a happy family, but is she going about it to get that happiness? I don't know. I don't think there's so much love based. So I don't know what is keeping Malia with him. The money, the things, and her spirituality. You know, she does feel like he's a teacher. It's part of her spiritual process. And the money, the things that are offered to him. I don't see love on her part. There's more love on his part, but his love is a selfish love. It's an imbalance. I don't really think that Malia loves Alicia like, you know, he may think or she may act like. Let's see. I want to look at how is Malia's health right now? How is her health? Because we all know she was sick for a while. How is her health? How is Malia's health? Emotionally, there's a lot of confusion going on in regards to her health. There's so much confusion. I think that, you know, she can't, with dealing with her health, she can't rely on her emotions. And the idea of, she has to put aside her idea of abundance and all these things and kind of really get some fact-based things in regards to her health, like real information, fact-based, whatever. And she's kind of confused because there's so much she wants to do, but it's kind of clogging thing. I think health-wise, you know, she needs to watch what she's drinking. I think the drinking is doing good for her, but also a lot of her health, deals with her emotions. So it comes, her emotions are going to determine her health, if that makes sense. And her kidneys, because to me, that's what's stopping her fertility. I just happened to look at is her fertility. Why she's not fertile right now is because the drinking, something's blocking vaginally. Something's blocking the fertile process. And she might need to go see a doctor about it. She might need to go see, there's something blocking vaginally, like her cervix, and there's something blocking there. Her urine, all that area. She needs to go get a doctor about it. And she needs to stop the drinking. Okay. What does this year look like for Eligio? What does this year look like for Eligio? He's still going to be talking. It's about his sex, different partners. There's going to be an end maybe to a sexual relationship. There's going to be an end. He's still going to talk his thing. He likes having, a choice of lovers. He wants a baby. He wants fertile. But there's also going to be an end of something. An end of something. I don't think that all 3 women that are with him now, well, it was 4 women. I think altogether there was 4. I think 1 he's going to have on his heel. Let's see about carbonation in general. I think that there is a young guy that's taken up the mantle over there in carbonation. One of the guys, he's kind of got Baba G's energy, very aggressive and, very aggressive and wants to be like that. But also, there's a lot of sadness. There's 2 people trying to hold the ground of what's going on in combination, but they're not seeing eye to eye. One's on one side, one's on the other. There's a lot of grief going on in carbonation right now, and they want things to go back to where it used to be, how it used to be. So, I don't know if this is anything that you guys wanted to know about them, but that's what's going on with carbonation. I'll talk to you guys later. Again, if you like your own personal reading, contact me at intuitiveretta@gmail.com. Bye.